Hi everybody in my tlsq Harry Potter group and YouTube channel. Okay, so here we go. We got part 2. And this here is a part 2 for an inky giant squid. This is fun. So a deep dive into giant squid research in the open ocean reveals unexpected underwater troubles. So we're going to start this here. Now this one here is called the tlsq itself. An inky giant squid. For some reason I thought it was called something else. Okay, I got it right. This chapter here is called A Place to Call Home. So we're going to visit Hagrid. Let's see what he has to say. Brainstorm options. Poor Squidder. Here we go. You arrived just in time, Grogu. I've got the water kettle whistling. Hi, Hagrid. I'm ready for a good cup of tea and some magical creature advice. Sounds like you've been busy. Did you sort out what's your giant squid's favorite treat? Tonks and I did. We discovered some students have been feeding toast to the giant squid living in Black Lake. Toast? Ha! Never would have thought of that. I've been feeding it shrimp for years. So that's it. You solved the ink spouting mystery. Congratulations, Grogu. Not really. My giant squid really enjoyed the toast, but as soon as it was done eating, the ink spouting resumed. Blimey, this means we still have a mystery on our hands. Tonks and I think there's something else going on in my giant squid's habitat, but I'm out of theories. That's why I need your help, Hagrid. You know the creature reserve better than anyone. If we put our heads together, we can sort out if my giant squid's problem is its habitat. Anything to help, Squidder. Let's brainstorm some theories. Maybe it's hurt. Who knows? We will find out. We'll get to the bottom of it. We always do. So many mysteries in this Hogwarts mystery. Here we go. Come on. Almost there. This is a lot of fun, though. I like this. Just wish there was a faster way to do this part. There we go. So you think my giant squid might have some unique habitat needs we are not aware of yet? Yes, giant squids are very smart and sensitive creatures. They are also very particular about where they settle down, like Fang. He needs a cozy fire and a warm bed. That's a great point, Hagrid. Perhaps my giant squid is missing a habitat element to feel at home. The discomfort could come from its surface habitat or its underwater habitat. Which one do you think is the problem? I think my giant squid's discomfort comes from something missing in its underwater habitat. It's always on the surface, which I suppose is quite strange for a giant squid. It is quite strange, and this is a clue worth following. I don't know what the unique needs of my giant squid are yet, so I'm going to need some help doing some research. I will keep an eye on your giant squid. The ink spouting has been getting worse. Thank you, Hagrid. I know time is of the essence. Solving this mystery is my #1 priority. Penny's insight on Hogwarts' giant squid was really helpful when Tonks and I were asking other students about it. If anything is missing from my giant squid's habitat, I'm certain Penny will help me sort it out. Time to deep dive into research and sort out what's missing from my giant squid's underwater habitat. Okay, let's go and see what's going on here. Let the books fly. Research giant squids. Okay. That's only part 2. Okay. Where is she? Oh, there she is. It's Penny, my girlfriend in the game. Thank you for meeting me here, Penny. Grogu, I was chuffed when I received your owl. This is about your giant squid, right? It is. How did you know? I was curious about why you and Tonks were asking about the Hogwarts giant squid. Tonks mentioned you were having some trouble with your giant squid spouting ink incessantly, and that you tried to feed it toast. We did. It loved it. It didn't stop the ink spouting permanently, though. Hagrid and I think my giant squid's habitat might be missing something. That makes sense. Getting used to a new home is rough. I still remember my first year at Hogwarts. I miss so many things about my home. What did you miss the most about your home when you first arrived at Hogwarts, Grogu? I miss my brother the most. I know what you mean. Being away from your family is hard. My first year was especially hard because I was missing Beatrice so much. All this to say I can relate to your giant squid struggle. And if I can do anything to help it feel more at home, count on me. Thank you, Penny. That's exactly why I asked you to meet me here. Because I don't know nearly enough about giant squids. I think its underwater habitat is a problem, but I haven't seen it underwater yet. But I can't know for sure until I figure out what the specific needs of a giant squid habitat are. Well then, let's get some creature care books and sort out what the elements of a perfect giant squid habitat. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay. Do. Lots of clicking. So I don't have the music on in the background because it makes too much noise. And I never know what's copywritten these days, especially being on YouTube. Might be a song or something in there that might trigger something. I never know. I've seen weirder things happen. Fascinating. Giant squibs have so many unique needs. I read that you can live in saltwater and freshwater. They can live in saltwater and freshwater. That explains the giant squid living in the Black Lake. I read that they can act erratically when they feel out of place. That explains the ink spouting. Oh, and I also read something important. One of the most important elements of a giant squid habitat is an underwater nest. I read that too. It was mentioned multiple times in different texts. That might be it, Grogu. Your giant squid has not found the perfect underwater nest. So my theory about its underwater habitat being the problem was correct. I'm going to have to head underwater to help my giant squid find the perfect nesting spot. You're going to be underwater for a while. You might want to practice your bubblehead charm before diving into the open ocean. That's a good idea, Penny. I'll ask Professor Flitwick for a private practice lesson. All right, the clock's ticking and my giant squid needs my help. Time to truly master the bubblehead charm. All right, let's go see Flitwick. Learn from Flitwick. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me, Professor Flitwick. It's always a pleasure when a student tells me they want to practice a charm outside of class. I admire your commitment, Mr. Baby, but why exactly do you need to practice your bubblehead charm? My giant squid has been spouting ink incessantly for a while now. My friends and I have been looking into what might be causing this mysterious behavior. So you have a mystery on your hands. Yes, Professor. Penny and I think there might be something going on in my giant squid's underwater habitat. I need to explore the floor of the open ocean to sort out the cause of my giant squid's incessant ink spouting. Diving into the open ocean is quite a daunting task, Mr. Baby, and an extremely dangerous one, too. Before I agree to help you practice the charm, I need to know the main motive behind your actions. I want to help my giant squid, Professor. You always prioritize your friends, Mr. Baby. It's a quality I appreciate. I am convinced, then, I will help you in your endeavors. You'll need to cast a perfect bubblehead charm. Practice is the key. Let us begin. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, that's kind of neat. It's like a little mask. Well done, Mr. Baby. Your bubblehead charm is quite impressive. With this, you should be able to safely explore the open ocean floor without needing to come up for air. Thank you for your help, Professor. I do suggest, Mr. Baby, that you don't engage in such a dive on your own. Yes, Professor Flitwick, I have the perfect dive companion in mind. I don't know how he talks with that thing on his mouth. I got a diving with Penny. Yep. It's going to be interesting to see what Penny looks like when I head to Beyond, which is coming soon. Oh, look at this. This is neat. Love the animations. I hope they don't cancel this game like they did the other one. There was a Harry Potter magic card game, dueling game that had come out last year, and they canceled it. It's only available in Asia. I was going to start doing videos and doing that game, but very soon, but I can't do that now. It got canceled. Okay, let's get into this here. A little glitchy. This place is marvelous, isn't it? I can't believe I'm swimming in the open ocean with an actual giant squid. This is so exciting. Where are you, Squidder? There you are. Oh, he's so cool. Thank you for bringing me along, Grogu. Of course, Penny. You're the one who helped me come up with the missing nest theory after all. I wouldn't have thought of bringing anyone but you. Your giant squid followed us here, and it isn't spouting ink right now. It's surprisingly docile. Squidder does look more calm. I think it knows we're here to help. Don't worry, Squidder. We're going to find the perfect nesting spot for you. Yes, we will. Let's get to work. I like it. The graphics are so good in this for being a mobile game, you gotta admit. I mean, they could have dumbed down the graphics, but considering this game, I've only been playing this game a few years. I know it's been around longer, but I love the fact that every time they put out a new animal now, that they're putting out a tlsq for it. With the last few of them that they did, I think that's pretty cool. I'm hoping they put out one more ocean one. I don't know what they do, though. Maybe some big fish or something. Okay, here we go. Sorry, my allergies acting up. All right, we both agree that there are two ideal spots for a giant squid in this place. That sunken ship, or that deep trench. Based on our research, giant squids prefer nesting spots with many hiding spots. The sunken ship is perfect. It does have crevices that are ideal for hiding, but it also is a bit out in the open. How about the deep trench then? Giant squids also enjoy dark and cold places. The trench is dark and will keep my giant squid safe, but is also quite large, so it'd be harder to fend off predators. Blimey, Grogu, this is a tough decision to make. I can see why your giant squid hasn't settled on a nesting spot yet. Might get the courage to do so if you point it in the right direction. Which nesting spot do you think works the best for a squidder? I think the sunken ship would work best. But what do you say, Squidder? Do you agree? He understands us. That's kind of scary. Oh, look at that. He's hugging the ship. It seems to love it. We did it, Grogu. Fantastic. I was starting to worry the ink spouting would never stop. Thank you for your help, Penny. Now all we have to do is... Okay. Did you hear that? Yes, it's faint, but I did. What is that sound? Grogu, look! Has he got a family or something? Oh no, is that ink spreading across the water's surface? Squidder rushed to the surface the moment that strange sound reached us. It looked terrified. That's it, Penny. That's what has been causing the incessant ink spouting. Fear. My giant squid is scared of something in the underwater habitat. I thought something was missing from the habitat, but it turns out something is disturbing it. Whatever is making the sound, Squidder is terrified of it. But what could possibly scare a giant squid? I'm not sure, Penny. But now that we know what's causing the ink spouting, we have a better chance of fixing it. Hagrid knows the creature reserve inside out. If anyone would know what's causing the sound, it's him. There we go. Part 2's done. Part 3, we're going to find out what the mysterious sound is. So stay tuned for that part. Thank you so much for watching the video. And feel free to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share it with your friends. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, especially one of my favorite animals, or in the game, is Squidder. Second is the Loch Ness guy there, but I like this one. So thanks so much for watching. Until next, stay tuned for part 3. Till next time, happy tapping, because this is the way.